For thousands of years, the galaxy was afraid of one name, the Krellans. They were not builders. They were not thinkers. They were hunters. They traveled from star to star, planet to planet, searching for the strongest life forms. They hunted and killed the best warriors in the universe. The Krellans believed they were the greatest species ever born. They broke the iron claws of the Zarn Empire. They defeated the fire titans of Zargo Prime. They crushed the Shadow Lords of Nebula 7. No species could stand against them. But now, they came to a new world. A small blue planet, Earth. On the dark bridge of the Krellan mothership, Commander Vrix stood tall. His four eyes stared at the screen. His sharp teeth showed as he smiled. "This world looks weak," Vrix said. His voice was cold like ice. Soft-bodied creatures. No natural weapons. No energy shields. No power. This will be an easy hunt. His officers laughed. The Krellan soldiers felt no fear. They had hunted stronger planets before. This would be simple. But deep inside Vrix's mind, there was something strange. A small feeling. A warning. He touched the old hunter scroll hanging beside his control chair. It was thousands of years old. A warning left by the first Krellan explorers. The words burned in strange red letters. Earth, do not hunt. Danger beyond strength. Vrix frowned. Why this warning? Why this fear? This planet looked so weak. He shook his head. The old ones. We're afraid, but we are not. We are stronger now. This time, we will win. His officers cheered. The hunting ships moved closer to Earth. Far below, on the surface of the blue planet, the people of Earth did not know about the coming danger. But in secret places, hidden military bases, dark government rooms, and quiet science labs, some humans did know. They watched the sky. A message came to every top leader on Earth. Unknown fleet entering solar system. Possible threat. Prepare defenses. All around the world, humans began to get ready. Missiles were armed. Satellites moved. Silent space stations woke up. But most of Earth's people slept peacefully, not knowing that the greatest hunters in the galaxy were coming for them. Back on the mothership, Vrix watched the screens. "Scan their weapons," he said. "Primitive," the officer replied. "Their largest weapons cannot even touch our shields. Their ships are slow, their armies are small." Vrix smiled. "They are the weakest species we have ever hunted." But the officer said something strange. "Commander, their computers are running strange patterns. We cannot understand their signals. They are different." "Different?" Vrix asked. The officer showed the screen. Earth's computers were sending messages fast. Too fast. Strange codes. Complex designs. "Maybe they are trying to call for help." Another Krellan laughed. "Maybe they are praying," said another. But Vrix did not laugh. He felt that small fear again. "Do not ignore this," he said softly. "Send spy drones. Watch them closely." The Krellans launched small ships into Earth's orbit. Tiny black machines fell toward the planet like rain. On Earth, secret human defense systems woke up. One old man in a dark room smiled. He pressed a button. "Hello, little watchers," he said. High above, many Krellan drones suddenly died, burnt, fried, destroyed by signals they could not understand. Vrix's screen went black. "What happened to the drones?" he shouted. The Krellan techs were confused. "We don't know, their systems just stopped, as if something hit them, but no weapons fired." Vrix stared. "Maybe they are smarter than they look," he said. For the first time, the Krellan ship felt silent. No one laughed. No one smiled. A strange fear touched every soldier. Vrix ordered his fleet to prepare for landing. "We will strike fast. No mercy. No escape. We will break this species before they can fight back." The hunting ships moved into attack positions, but far below, humans watched, in bunkers, in ships, in secret bases. They waited, smiling. In the small town of Greenfield, USA, an old farmer stood outside. He looked at the sky as stars moved strangely. His radio spoke strange words, signals not of this earth. He took off his hat, smiled. "It's starting," he said. Finally. His barn doors opened. Inside were machines not from this world, long hidden, now awake. He pressed a button. A message shot into space. "Let them come." On the Kreelan mothership, alarms rang. "Commander, we are being scanned," an officer cried. "Impossible," Vrix shouted. No species can scan a Kreelan ship, but Earth was scanning them. Deep scans, learning everything. Reading secrets the Kreelans thought were safe. Vrix felt true fear for the first time. "What kind of creatures are these?" he whispered. The warning on the hunter scroll burned in his mind. "Earth, do not hunt. Danger beyond strength." But it was too late. The hunt had begun. And this time, the hunters may become the hunted. The Kreelan hunters were ready. Their black ships moved down toward Earth like silent shadows. Their weapons were charged. Their scanners searched for danger, but found nothing. "Easy," one Kreelan pilot said. "These humans are nothing." But deep in Commander Vrix's mind, the old warning spoke again. "Earth, do not hunt. Danger beyond strength." He shook his head. "Fear is for the weak," he whispered. The first hunting squad landed in a quiet human town. It was dark. The streets were empty, no sounds, no lights. The Kreelan soldiers stepped from their ship. Their bodies were tall and strong. Their black armor shined under the moon. "This place is dead," one soldier said. "No life detected," another replied. But suddenly, they heard a voice, a slow, deep voice from the shadows. "You should not have come here." The Kreelan leader turned fast. A human was standing there, an old farmer, gray beard, strong eyes, no fear. He held a strange small box in his hand. "What is this creature doing?" The Kreelan soldier laughed. "He is alone, weak, no threat." "But," the farmer smiled. He pressed the button. Boom! A blast of light came from the barn behind him. Hidden weapons fired. Strange machines woke. The Kreelan scanner went dark. "What is this?" the Kreelan leader shouted. The ground shook. Hidden traps exploded under their feet. Energy nets covered them, nets made from strange earth metal that burned their armor. Sniper shots came from far away, silent, fast, deadly. 2 Kreelan hunters fell, dead. The rest ran for cover. "This is impossible," one soldier cried. How did they know? They were supposed to surprise the humans, but the humans had surprised them. In the mothership above, alarms rang. "Commander Vrix, we are under attack," an officer shouted. "What? By who?" "Their army?" Vrix asked. "No, Commander. By farmers, hunters, simple people, but they have weapons we've never seen before." Vrix felt cold. Impossible. This is wrong. Back. On Earth, the Kreelan hunting team was trapped. The old farmer laughed as he walked toward the burning Kreelan scout ship. "You thought we were weak," he said, "but we were waiting for you." The Kreelan leader fired his gun. The human dodged easily. From the forest, more humans came, silent, fast, trained. They carried weapons not known to the Kreelan database. Weapons made from old human tech mixed with strange new designs. "Where did they get this?" the Kreelan leader shouted. "Who helped them?" But no alien had helped Earth. This was all made by humans. Alone. Humans had prepared for the day when something would come from the stars, and now the day had come. Vrix watched the horror on his screen. "We have lost contact with hunting squad." 7, an officer said. "No signals, no life signs." "Send more ships," Vrix ordered. "Full attack. Destroy the town." But something strange happened. The ships would not move. Their engines were locked. "Commander, our systems are frozen." "What? We are being hacked by human signals." The Kreelan mothership shook. Lights flickered. A voice spoke from the speakers. A human voice. "Hello, hunters." Vrix froze. "Who is this?" he demanded. The human voice laughed softly. "We knew you were coming. We watched you from the moment You entered the system, your weapons, your ships, your thoughts, and we learned them all. You should have listened to the warning. Vrix felt fear. No species has ever hacked Kraylan systems, he shouted. But it was true. Human hackers, sitting in secret bunkers, had entered the Kraylan computers. They knew everything now. The Kraylans were blind. On Earth, the humans moved fast. Troops appeared in cities. Drones filled the sky. Satellites in orbit turned into weapons. Factories turned into fortresses. Civilian cars became traps. Even old subway tunnels were now war tunnels. The Kraylans watched this change with horror. This cannot be. A soldier cried. They are building defenses too fast. How? But this was humanity's true strength, adaptation, learning, thinking, faster than any other race. They did not have claws or natural armor, but they had something better. Minds that could build anything, anytime, anywhere. The Kraylan soldiers who survived the first attack tried to escape. They ran into the forest, but the forest was not safe. Hidden wires, explosive traps, robot dogs, laser fences. One by one they fell. The leader crawled behind a rock, his armor burned, his leg broken. He lifted his communicator. Commander Vrix, help us. They are everywhere. His last words were lost in static silence. On the mothership, Vrix stood still. All squads lost, the officer said quietly. Vrix closed his eyes. The warning on the old hunter scroll was true. Do not hunt. Danger beyond strength. They thought humans were weak. But humans were the most dangerous species they had ever met. And this was only the beginning. The real fight was yet to come. Commander Vrix stood silently on the bridge of the Kraylan mothership. His sharp claws tapped the metal armrest. His 4 eyes stared at the dark screen in front of him. All hunting squads. Lost. The officer repeated the words again. Vrix could not believe it. No species had ever defeated Kraylan ground hunters. Not the Fire Titans. Not the Shadow Lords. Not the Iron Claws. But humans. These weak, soft creatures had done it. And they did it fast. Too fast. How did they do this? Vrix asked. No one answered. All over the world, the humans were preparing for more. The cities changed shape overnight. Old factories turned into weapon labs. Desert bases launched drones into space. Secret bunkers under mountains came alive. The humans moved fast. Very fast. They did not panic. They did not run. They were smiling. Vrix's second-in-command, Zern, looked nervous. Commander, their technology is strange. Their machines are growing, building. They are not like any species we have seen before. Vrix frowned. We destroyed worlds greater than this. What is happening here? The officer pointed to the screen. Look at this. The Earth's satellites, space stations, and radio towers were firing signals into space. Strange signals. Complex codes. What are they doing? Vrix asked. We don't know. Our computers cannot read this language. Vrix felt a chill. The humans were communicating in ways the Kraylans could not understand. In a secret base deep under Earth, a group of human scientists laughed softly. The Kraylans are confused, one said. Good. Let them be confused. Another replied. On their screens, lines of strange alien code appeared. We've hacked half their fleet already. Soon, the rest will fall. The humans were not fighting with muscles or ships. They were fighting with something better. Their minds. Above, the Kraylan mothership shuddered. Alarms flashed. Warning lights burned red. Commander, our outer defense shields are turning off. Impossible. Vrix shouted. Who did this? Humans. They hacked the shield controls. Vrix slammed his fist into the control panel. No species learns this fast. It takes years to break Kraylan systems. But the humans had done it in one day, maybe less. The old warning burned in his mind. Earth, do not hunt. Danger beyond strength. On Earth, the humans prepared their next move. A general stood in a dark command room. He smiled at the young programmer beside him. How long until their engines are useless? The general asked. 4 hours, sir, the programmer said. Maybe 3. The general laughed. Good. When they try to run, they won't get far. Every part of the Kraylan invasion was being broken, not by guns or bombs, but by computers, by clever human minds. Back on the Kraylan mothership, Vrix gave a desperate order. Launch the attack drones. Burn their cities now. But nothing happened. Commander, the drones are locked. Locked? Yeah, and by human signals. They control them now. Vrix's hand shook. For the first time in his life, he felt true fear. In space, something new appeared. Human satellites moved into strange orbits. Small ships hidden in the dark side of the moon came to life. They were not big, not powerful, but they carried weapons designed for one thing: to destroy the Kraylan fleet. Zern turned to Vrix. Commander, this is a trap. Vrix nodded slowly. Yes, a trap we walked into with open eyes. The humans had planned this. For years, maybe longer. They knew the Kraylans would come someday, and they had waited. On Earth, a message was sent. It appeared on every Kraylan screen. A human face, a general. Calm, smiling. Leave now, or be destroyed. Vrix stared. Who is this? He shouted. The human answered as if he heard the question. We knew you would come. Your kind always does. You thought we were weak. You were wrong. We are the danger your ancestors feared. Silence filled the Kraylan bridge. Then the human spoke. Again, last warning, run if you can. The screen went black. Vrix stood frozen. His army was trapped. His ships could not move. His weapons could not fire. He looked at Zern. Prepare the emergency jump drive, Vrix ordered. We can't, Commander. The jump drive is not working. Why? Not humans. They control the system. Vrix felt his stomach twist. We are prisoners, he whispered. Zern swallowed hard. No. Worse than prisoners. We are the hunted. In space, the human satellites locked on their targets. On Earth, missile silos opened. Drones in the sky aimed up. The humans were ready. The Kraylans were not. Vrix knew the truth now. This was not hunting. This was not war. This was a game of the mind, and the humans were winning. No, the humans had already won. He thought of the old scroll again. He finally understood the warning. Earth, do not hunt. Danger beyond strength. The danger was not their bodies, not their weapons, not their ships, it was their minds. Vrix fell back in his chair. What have we done? He whispered. No one answered. Silence filled the bridge. The greatest hunters in the galaxy had become prey. And this was only the beginning. The Kraylan mothership was quiet. No sound, no movement, only fear. Commander Vrix sat frozen in his command chair. For the first time in his life, he could feel it clearly. The hunt had failed, not because the enemy was stronger, not because their weapons were better, but because the humans had something. The Kraylans never understood their minds. Commander, incoming signal from Earth, Zern whispered. Play it, Vrix ordered softly. The screen flickered. A human face appeared again. The same general, still calm, still smiling. This is your final warning. Leave now, or be destroyed. Vrix leaned forward. You have trapped us, he said slowly. But why not kill us now? The human smiled, wider. Because we want you to remember. We want the Kraylans to fear us, to warn others, tell them about Earth, tell them about humanity. The general's eyes grew cold. So no one ever tries this again. The screen went black. Silence again. Vrix sat back, his claws trembled. They could kill us now, Zern said, but they don't. They want to let us go, to spread fear. Vrix knew Zern was right. The humans had planned everything, from the first day. Maybe from the first time their old explorers saw the stars. They prepared for this moment for centuries. Suddenly, a new alarm rang. Commander, our ships are moving, an officer cried. Vrix jumped up. Who gave the order? No one, Commander. The humans. They are flying our fleet for us. The Kraylan screens showed their own ships turning around, moving away from Earth. Their engines were firing, controlled. by human computers. We are being thrown out of the solar system, Zern whispered, like toys, like trash, like broken hunters no longer useful. Shame burned inside Vrix. This was worse than defeat. This was humiliation. On Earth, the human general watched the Kreelan fleet leave. Good, he said. The human scientists cheered. They will tell the galaxy what happened here, one of them said, and the galaxy will fear us forever, the general replied. He pressed a button. Shut down Earth defense system. Let the people sleep in peace. The war was over. But the message had just begun. High in space, the Kreelan mothership passed the orbit of Mars. Vrix sat in his dark command chamber. His fleet floated behind him, silent, broken, humiliated. We cannot return to the Kreelan High Council like this, Zern said. What choice do we have? Vrix whispered. None. But they will punish us. They will blame us, maybe even execute us. Vrix closed his eyes. No, we will tell them the truth. We will show them the recordings, the data, the human codes, the Earth defense systems, the traps, the weapons, the mind war. Zern shivered. You want to warn the Kreelan Empire? Yes, Vrix said firmly, and every other race in the galaxy. The Kreelan sent a message across the stars, a warning, a simple message in every known galactic language. Do not approach planet Earth. Do not hunt humans. They are the deadliest species. Far away, on distant planets, alien leaders read the Yao message. The iron claws of Zarn Prime growled in fear. The Shadow Lords of Nebula 7 broke their silent peace to speak. The Fire Titans of Zargo. Prime paused their endless wars. Even the ancient machines of the Forgotten Stars woke to listen. All of them read the message and understood. The Kreelans, the greatest hunters of the galaxy, had failed. If the Kreelans could not win, no one could. On Earth, the people lived their lives in peace. Most humans never knew how close they had come to destruction. But the secret defenders, the silent warriors in bunkers and labs, knew. And they smiled. They knew the truth. No enemy would dare return. Not now. Not ever. In a dark room under Washington, the human general wrote in his secret log, Operation Final Trap. Complete. Kreelan hunters defeated without public panic. Galactic threat neutralized. Earth secure for the next 1,000 years. He paused. Then he added, But we will keep watching, because others will come, and we will be ready again. He smiled. Humans were weak in body, but they were strong where it mattered most. In the mind. Far across space, the Kreelan fleet limped home. The great hunters of the galaxy were silent. They no longer spoke of glory. They no longer dreamed of conquest. They dreamed of one thing only: Earth, a planet that looked weak, but held the greatest danger in the universe. A planet they would never forget. A planet they would fear forever. And far below, on Earth, an old farmer sat outside his barn. He looked up at the stars and smiled. Let them come again, he whispered. We'll be waiting. Far away at the center of the galaxy, the great Kreelan homeworld glowed red under its dying sun. In the deepest hall of the Kreelan Empire, the High Council gathered. 13 great hunters sat on stone thrones. Their faces were dark. Their claws gripped the cold metal arms of their seats. Their leader, Supreme Hunter Groth, stood tall. The doors opened with a heavy sound. Commander Vrix and Zern entered slowly. The room went silent. All eyes turned to them. You return in shame, Groth growled. Our strongest hunting fleet defeated by weak creatures, by humans. Vrix did not bow. He stood straight. Supreme Hunter. These humans are not weak. They are the most dangerous species we have ever met. A low hiss spread in the hall. Laughter, mixed with anger. Lies! One council member shouted. We have crushed stronger worlds before. Vrix pressed a button. A hollow screen lit up in the middle of the hall. It showed the human cities turning into fortresses, machines rising from factories, drones flying in the skies, hidden bunkers under the ground, weapon traps built from metal, and Krelin ships helpless floating in space under human control. Groth's smile faded. The room went quiet. Vrix spoke clearly. They knew we were coming. They prepared. They hacked our ships. They controlled our weapons. They broke our army without firing one shot in space. Impossible, another elder hissed. No species can learn our tech so fast. Vrix looked at him. These humans did. They learned in hours what takes other races centuries. The council fell silent. Zurn stepped forward. We beg you, listen to the warning. These humans are not like others. They are dangerous beyond strength, beyond reason. Another council member whispered softly. The old scroll. The forbidden warning. It was true. Heads turned. Eyes widened. The old scroll. A forgotten warning from ancient times. It spoke of a world where danger lived not in weapons or claws, but in the mind. Groth's voice broke the silence. Earth. The world of danger. The cursed blue planet. It is real. For the first time in 1,000 years, the Krelin Council felt fear. Real fear. Not for themselves. For the future of the galaxy. What if they come to us? One hunter whispered. They can't reach this far. Can they? Zorn shook his head. Don't. Be sure. Their minds build fast. They think fast. Soon they may come. To hunt us. A chill filled the room. Groth raised his hand. The council must decide. What will we do about Earth? The 13 hunters argued. Destroy the planet before they grow stronger. Warn the galaxy. Make Earth forbidden forever. No. Study them. Learn their secrets. But Vrix spoke louder. No one should touch Earth again. No ship must fly near. No hunter must land there, or all will die. He pressed the button again. The human general's face appeared. Calm. Smiling. This is your final warning. Leave, now or be destroyed. Groth's eyes closed. He saw the truth. This is no world for hunters, this is a world for gods. At last, the council voted. One by one, the elders raised their claws. The decision was clear. No Krelin shall ever return to Earth. No hunter shall hunt humans. No war shall reach their blue world. The message was sent to every Krelin fleet in the stars. It was sent to all their allies, all their enemies. Even the silent machine races heard the warning. In the dark space between stars, ships turned away from Earth. Explorers changed their path. Hunters canceled their missions. Merchants refused to fly near the solar system. Earth became a shadow in the maps of the galaxy, a forbidden world. On Earth, life returned to peace. Children played in the streets. Workers laughed in factories. Farmers watched the sky and smiled. Only a few secret defenders knew what had happened. In bunkers under mountains, in labs deep in cities, in space stations hidden in the dark. They watched. They waited. Because someday, someone else might come, and the trap would be ready again. In the council hall, Supreme Hunter Groth stood before Vrix. You have failed, Groth said. Yes, Vrix answered. But I survived to bring the truth. That is my victory. Groth nodded slowly. You saved the Empire from death. Vrix bowed. We must never forget Earth, he said. Never, Groth agreed. As Vrix and Zurn left the hall, Zurn whispered, Do you think they will come for us someday? Vrix smiled sadly. Maybe. When they are ready. When they want the stars. When they want revenge. Zurn shivered. What will we do then? Vrix looked at the sky. Pray that they never want to hunt. In the dark, far away in the galaxy, the humans watched too. Their satellites listened. Their computers tracked Krelin messages. Their generals smiled. Their plan had worked, and they knew one thing for sure. The galaxy would fear them forever. Far beyond the Krelin Empire, on distant alien worlds the warning spread. It moved like fire across the great trade routes. like dark wind through the secret communication channels. Every race, every species now knew the truth. Do not hunt Earth, do not touch humans, they are the strongest, the most dangerous. On the world of Zarn Prime, the Iron Claws gathered. Their war leader, Grethar the Unbroken, crushed his metal cup with a growl. We are warriors. We fear no one. Why should we fear these soft humans? His advisor whispered softly. Because the Krelans feared them, and the Krelans do not fear anything. Grethar stared at the glowing message. His hand trembled. For the first time in his life, he felt doubt. On the shadow world of Nebula 7, the silent Shadow Lords broke their quiet. Their leader, Master Vurix, spoke in the dark. We waited 1,000 years in silence to strike Earth someday. But now, we wait forever. His eyes, black as space, glowed faintly. No one will touch that world. Not now. Not ever. On the fire planet Zargo Prime, the Fire Titans roared in anger. Their king wanted to burn Earth. But his seer spoke carefully. Do not. Their strength is not of fire or steel. Their strength is of mind. The king hesitated. The fires of war cooled. Even these wild giants chose peace. And far beyond all known stars, in the silent machine worlds, the old codes woke. The forgotten machines scanned the message from the Krelans. They calculated. They watched. They marked Earth, caution, dangerous species, avoid contact. For the first time in 10,000 years, the machines marked a planet as not to approach. Earth was now a mystery to the galaxy, a silent danger. But not every race was wise. In the black system of Gorthrax, the raider fleet of the Skarn Empire gathered. Their leader, Lord Vrexus, laughed. Fools. Fearful fools. We are not afraid. We will hunt the humans and take their treasures. His generals cheered. They prepared their ships. But their spies in the Krelan Empire sent a secret message. And the message said, do not go. We watched them defeat the Krelans without firing a single space weapon. Their minds are stronger than their machines. They will destroy you before you see them. Vrexus grew quiet, and then, like all others, he changed his plans. The Skarn fleet turned away from Earth. On Earth, the Secret Defense Council met again. In the dark room under the city, the human general smiled. Good, the message is working. No one will dare come now. A young scientist spoke carefully. But sir, what if someone ignores the warning? What if a new enemy comes, one we cannot predict? The general nodded. Then we make new traps, new codes, new defenses. Earth will always be ready. He looked at the stars on the screen. We are safe, for now. High in space, the secret human satellites watched. They listened, they waited, they tracked every ship in the nearby sectors. No one could enter the solar system without being seen. The humans controlled the space around their world like a hunter controls his forest. The trap was always set, the weapons always loaded, the mind always ready. On the Krelan homeworld, Commander Vrix sat alone in his room. He watched the message spreading across the galaxy. A bitter smile touched his face. We thought they were weak, he whispered. We thought they would be easy prey. He touched the old scroll. The forbidden, warning, Earth, danger beyond strength. Fools, Vrix whispered. We forgot the old ways, the old fears. And now, the galaxy remembers. In the deep black between stars, strange eyes opened, ancient races, forgotten gods, sleeping giants. They too heard the whispers. They too felt the fear, and they turned away from Earth. Not because of its weapons, but because of something greater. Because of human minds. Back on Earth, in a quiet village, an old man looked at the sky. He smiled. They know now, he said softly. The stars know. The hunters know. The galaxy knows. His grandson ran up to him. Grandfather, what are you looking at? Nothing, child. Just watching the sky. Waiting to see who dares come next. The child laughed. No one will come, grandfather. They are afraid of us. The old man chuckled. Good. Let them be afraid. In secret rooms across the planet, quiet work continued. New codes written, new satellites launched, new traps built. The humans would never stop preparing, because they knew someday someone would forget. Someday someone would try again, and Earth would be ready, always ready. And far beyond the galaxy, a message was still traveling, passed from race to race, from world to world. It carried a simple truth, a warning that could never be ignored. Do not hunt the humans, do not touch the blue world. There lives the deadliest species of all. The galaxy listened, and feared, and stayed away. For now, for many years after the Krelon defeat, the galaxy remained silent. No fleet dared approach Earth, no hunters, no raiders, no spies. The name of humanity was now feared across 1,000 systems. But far in the dark corner of space, in the Grave Nebula, something old and dangerous began to awaken. In a forgotten system where stars had died long ago, giant machines stirred, buried under ice and stone. They powered up after sleeping for 10,000 years. Their minds were not like Krelons, nor Titans, nor even the Shadow Lords. They were ancients, the first empire of the galaxy, machines older than time. They called themselves the Architects. Inside the core station, the master intelligence opened its metal eyes. New data received. It played. The Krelon message. Do not approach planet Earth. Do not hunt humans. They are the deadliest species. The machine intelligence calculated. Humans. High threat level. Unexpected progress, unexpected strength, unexpected mind potential. It paused. For the first time in 1,000,000 years, the great mind felt something strange, interest, and danger. Deep inside the machine world, old war factories woke, massive shipyards came alive, drones flew out, weapons powered up. A single command was sent to every machine mind. Observe humanity, measure humanity, prepare for possible conflict. The Architects were not afraid, but they were careful. In their logic, nothing was left to chance, and now, humans were the biggest unknown. Back on Earth, the secret satellites picked up something strange. Unusual energy signals. A shadow in space. A whisper on the edge of the solar system. The human command center came alive. Unknown signals detected. Possible new threat. The general entered the control room quickly. Report, he ordered. A young technician stood pale. Sir, these signals are ancient, older than anything we have seen, machines, from the deep time. The general frowned. The Architects. In the secret labs below Earth's surface, the human scientists rushed. Old files opened. Forgotten warnings read. The Architects, the first machine empire of the galaxy, thought dead for millions of years. But they were not dead. They were waking, and they were watching. Commander Vrix, far on the Krelon world, also received the signals. His eyes widened. No, not them. Not the Architects. He called his council at once. We must warn Earth. Warn the humans. The Architects are moving. But the council laughed. Let the machines destroy them. Let Earth fall. Vrix slammed his claw on the table. Fools. If the Architects fear humans, then the danger is real. If they fight, the galaxy itself may burn. The council fell silent. The fear returned. On Earth, the general called his scientists. Can we stop them? Can we defend against this new enemy? The scientists shook their heads. We don't know their strength. Their minds are cold. Logical. Perfect. Worse than the Krelons, worse than the Titans. The only chance, though, is to make them understand. Understand what? The general asked. The chief scientist smiled darkly. That humans are not a threat, unless provoked. A message was prepared. It was sent across the stars. To the old machine empire, to the Architects, it said, we know you are watching. We have no wish to harm. But if you attack, we will defend and we will win, as we always do. The message reached the great machine mind. It read the words. It calculated the danger. The logic ran for days. At last, the decision came. Do not engage. Do not attack. Observe only. Threat level, high. Probability of unexpected human victory, 72%. The machine fleets already building, stopped. The war factories went dark. The architects decided, not yet. Not this time. Not these humans. Ciao. Humans on Earth waited. The satellites listened. But no ships came. No weapons fired. Only silence. And then, a final message arrived. Simple. Cold. Machine. Perfect. We have seen you. We will not come. You are dangerous. The galaxy is warned. The human general read the message and smiled. We have won again without firing a shot. The council cheered. Earth was safe. For now. But deep in the machine world, the master intelligence spoke quietly to itself. Watch the humans. Watch always. For they are the danger of tomorrow. And in the shadows of distant stars, other old powers listened, waiting, thinking, afraid. In a quiet village, the old farmer looked at the sky again. He felt something in the wind, a warning, a whisper from the stars. But he smiled. Let them come, he said softly. We are ready. And Earth spun slowly in space. Silent. Strong. Deadly. The world the galaxy feared. The world no one dared to touch. The galaxy was quiet. The Kralins stayed in their empire, far from Earth. The fire titans roared only on their own burning worlds. The shadow lords hid in the dark, afraid to speak the name of humans. Even the mighty architects, the ancient machine empire, chose to watch and not touch. For the first time in 1,000,000 years, the galaxy feared one small blue planet, Earth. On Earth, life returned to normal. Children played, factories worked, soldiers trained, but deep under the mountains, in secret bases. The Human Defense Council met one last time. The general stood before the world leaders. His face was calm, his voice was clear. We have done what no other race has done. We defeated the Kralins without firing. We made the architects stop. The galaxy fears us. The room was silent. One scientist spoke carefully. But sir, fear does not last forever. Someday they will forget. Someday someone will try again. The general smiled. Then we will remind them. In space, the secret satellites stayed awake. They watched every star, every signal, every movement. No enemy could come close without being seen. Earth was ready. Always ready. But something strange happened. Message arrived from far across the galaxy, from a distant world that no one knew. The message said, humans, we are not your enemies. We are the Daran, traders of lost knowledge. We wish to meet in peace. The council gathered. The scientists studied the message. The generals prepared defenses, but the decision was made. Meet them, carefully, watchfully. A small human ship flew to the meeting place at the edge of the solar system, near Pluto. There, a strange alien ship waited. Round, silver, beautiful. The Daran leader appeared on the screen. Thin, bright-eyed, smiling. We come in peace. We come in friendship. We bring a gift. The humans were silent. They watched. The Daran spoke again. We offer knowledge, secrets of the old galaxy, maps to forgotten stars, ways to build even greater machines. The human commander listened. Why? Help us? He asked. The Daran smiled. Because you are the strongest. The galaxy fears you. We wish to be your friends, not your enemies. The human commander smiled. Wise choice. On Earth, the council cheered. A new path had opened. Not war, not fear, but respect, and maybe alliance. The news spread fast. Other races heard. The Shadow Lords sent a peaceful signal. The Fire Titans promised not to come close. Even the Kralins sent a message. We offer trade. No war, no hunt. The architects sent nothing, but they watched, always watching. In time, human ships flew beyond the solar system, to new worlds, new stars, new friends. The galaxy opened slowly, carefully, respectfully, because no one wanted to anger the humans. In the great library of the machine world, the architects recorded a new law. Earth, forbidden to attack. Humanity, danger level maximum. Approach only in peace, or be destroyed. It was the highest warning ever given by the machines. The first time in a million years, and in the dark places of the galaxy, old powers whispered, "The age of humans has begun." No longer prey, no longer hunted, but masters, hunters, builders of a new future. Back on Earth, the old farmer sat with his grandson. They looked at the stars. "Grandfather, will they come back?" The old man smiled. "Maybe. But this time they will not come with war. They will come with respect. Or they will not come at all." The boy laughed. "We are strong, aren't we?" "Yes," the old man said softly. "We are human. And now the galaxy knows." And so, the story of Earth spread to every star, every world, every species. The story of the tiny blue planet that refused to fall. The story of humans, the clever, strong, dangerous species that no hunter could defeat. A legend was born, a warning for all time. Never hunt the humans, never touch their world, or you will lose everything. The galaxy changed. Fear turned to respect. Enemies turned to friends. And Earth became the center of a new age. An age of humans. An age of power. An age of legends. And far beyond the stars, the architects whispered, "Watch the humans. Their time is coming. Their empire will rise. The galaxy will belong to them." But on Earth, life was simple, peaceful, quiet, for now. But the humans were always ready. For the next challenge, for the next hunt, for the next war. Because that is what made them strong. That is what made them feared. That is what made them human.